Yeah, Somké and the Fire 5. We're going to go ahead and start things off at Street Beef's OG Yard. You see it. Enigma versus Vlexi. This was a boxing match. This was another one of those classic matches where it's a boxer versus a brawler. These men were very respectful, very sportsmanlike, and it didn't stop these guys from throwing bombs at each other. Um, but at the same time, you can see the boxer picking his shots, technique versus heart, and one of these, one of the things that stood out was you can never underestimate your opponent. Never, never. Street Beef's OG Yard, Enigma versus Vlexi Firefight. Yeah, Street Beef Scrapyard. You see it. If you're trying to look this fight up, you see the title on the screen. This is a match between Killer B versus Nordic Uso. This is a grappling match, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, uh, straight grappling. This was toe to toe for a little minute. Um, these guys were for a second had a little standstill, and then you see one mistake, one slip up, and we got a beautiful choke in the end. This is a great match. Street Beef Scrapyard, Killer B versus Nordic Uso Fire Fight. Yeah, now we're going back to Street Beef's West Coast. This fight went down at the last event. This is a fight between two newcomers, Adelphos versus JoJo, MMA match. This is a crazy fight right here. We saw these guys put up great defenses, great offenses, intense exchanges, heavy strikes, a lot of wrestling, a lot of grappling. You see the momentum going back and forth, and a lot of determination and will by both of these men. Great fight. Street Beef's West Coast, Adelphos versus JoJo. Yeah, we got Street Beef's Dirty South on the list. If you're trying to look this fight up, you'll have to type in what's on the title there. This fight is between Mindless Beast and T-Bron. This was a fire MMA match in the Dirty South branch. We have the legendary West Coast fighter Diesel reffing, and these two get straight to work, man. They take it to the ground early. Uh, we got a lot of chopping kicks throughout this fight as well, but the grappling was great. We saw a lot of ground and pound. Uh, and at one point, there was a lot of calm, poised, controlled transitions between these fighters. In the end, we had a great last round, great exchange, great fight. Street Beef's Dirty South, Mindless Beast versus T-Bron. And we're going to end it tonight at Street Beef's OG Yard. You heard his name mentioned in the Fighters to Watch by Buddy V. We have Corruption versus Zaytoven. This was a fire fight. Great boxing match displayed here. Counters, combinations. This is one of those youth versus power type of matches. Very competitive. Both men trying to establish themselves against the other the entire fight. Just great boxing skills displayed throughout. And it's one of those fights where it could go either way. Comment who you believe won. Street Beef's OG Yard, Corruption versus Zaytoven, Somké and the Fire 5.